Hey everyone, welcome to our season finale of season 6, episode 22 of the Film Bros Stretch podcast. I am Tim, with my co-host Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
Doing okay. Sad to see 1984 go.
Yeah. Oh
It's been
well.
it's been a fun season. I had fun reviewing all the things that we'd seen before.
Yeah. There was definitely a decent number of things that I have not seen before for this
Yeah.
season. So that was interesting to check out. I kind of wish there was like we were like I feel like the top end of the year was small. Um You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's but
Quantity over quality. But
yeah,
there were some fun surprises.
there were. I mean, the heights were really high, but
Sure.
man, there were a lot of lows. So that was like the one bummer of the season, I would say.
Yeah, we had some fun at the lows.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like I think we still made the best out of it. There's still some things to be like, oh boy, like and just kind of enjoy in and bask in the awfulness of some of it.
Mm.
But yeah, 84 is now a close.
Yeah. Uh yes,
So
just
we
pulling it
have
up.
awards of sorts. Um, so at the end of every season, we kind of break down various different categories of where we think the best lie and all that kind of stuff. And we go over a slight bit of our final rankings and maybe maneuver some stuff around if we feel the need to. Although that's more me. I don't think you've ever budged on your list.
I stand by my convictions. I don't know. I don't know, did you
Fair
do some
enough.
googling?
Well, I think it's typically with me is I get so um you have no problems being like, "Oh, bonus points or whatever." And this is how I feel about these movies and to me I'm like, "Nope, this is what how the category is and I'm a stickler for like this is just how it should be scored based on the way the categorization is." And so sometimes I score things, but my feelings for a movie might be stronger or lower and it doesn't exactly line up with the overall score. So that's my problem that I run into, my own personal baggage.
Right. Okay.
So which order, because your order of awards are always slightly
I
different than mine.
literally texted it to you the exact order that I did it in.
No, okay.
But,
I
but
wasn't
we
sure if that was going to be the exact order. Let
that
me
was
let me
the
look at
exact
this.
order.
All right, so I guess we're starting off then with Hero. Um, so I have this between two, and you might feel upset
Well,
with
I
me.
always give the winner and a runner up for every category.
Okay, so my winner for this category is Billy and Gizmo. Um,
Really?
yeah, they're just good characters. They're good people. They're just so much fun to be with.
Oh, wow.
I felt my runner up was Nancy.
I have it reversed.
Do you have a river? I thought it might. Okay,
I
so
no, I'm delighted. I didn't think you would even include Gizmo. I thought you'd be like, it's Billy. Gizmo's a supporting
well,
character.
I did say that in the episode. I did, but
Yeah,
then when
and
I
you're
was kind
wrong.
of
Sit there in your wrongness.
well, to me, I think Gizmo's more of a main character in the sequel than the first one. So that's
Even
kind
more
of where I
so.
was feeling with that. Um, it almost swaps. I feel like in the sequel, if I remember correctly, it has been a while,
Too long.
where Gizmo gets more screen time than Billy does. But I don't know. I just think they're just fun characters to be around. I think you get to learn a lot about both these characters and their personalities so much. And um, gosh, they're just so memorable. Yeah, I really like Billy and Gizmo a lot. So that's where I went with it. But it was like hard because like Nancy clearly is like she's
There's a
got a
reason they
gumshoe.
brought her
She owns
back
her.
three times for these movies, which doesn't happen
Yeah.
a lot. Her Final Girl, she was iconic Final Girl. She's on the Mount Rushmore of Final Girls in horror movies. Heather Langenkamp, perfect in
Yeah.
my opinion for this
She's
movie.
never annoying.
Nope.
She has a
Well,
lot of
she's
personality. Well,
sometimes she's annoying, but I think in the correct teenager way, like dealing with like the
yeah.
actual trauma of what's going on. Like, why doesn't anybody believe me? You know, that kind of feeling, that stuff. But like, God, parents just don't understand. You
Yeah,
know?
I guess I just like her that she takes action.
Yeah.
And she never seems like a damsel in distress.
No.
Um which is something is really cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had Gizmo and Billy as my runner-up.
Okay. So at
It's
least
just
we're on the same page.
we are, we
We just
are.
went slightly different ways. So
I
only if it
thought you
was
were
a
gonna get angry at
tiebreaker.
me for including Gizmo and Billy, and like you're gonna give me shit for not
I
doing
know.
Corey Feldman.
Yeah. Well, Corey Feldman is definitely a supporting character in Gremlins. Like he's like
No, no,
barely
I
in it.
meant in Friday 13th.
Oh yeah. Well, to me, actually, because I thought that's something we both talked about with Friday the 13th was like we don't really know anything about Trish. Like she's just kind of there, and Corey Feldman's an interesting character, but they almost take back seats in the movie for periods of time. So it is kind of like a lacking. As much as they are great, I love them, but like as much as a hero is concerned,
Technically,
I
the
think it's
only
these
guy
two.
who came back to play Tommy Jarvis twice, because he comes back as a flashback in the next movie.
I guess that's fair. I just think these, at least I think we're correct in the way we went with these are the two picks to go with, and I think it's because I just think they fit the hero mold of what you want the most from heroes, and are kind of still the driving force of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Tommy and Trish are kind of not exactly the driving force in the movie, and you kind of almost can forget about them at times. But greatly enjoy them anytime they're on screen. It's just, lacking and
But
all
you
that
know
kind of
what?
stuff.
It's also just credit to the great supporting characters they have in that movie that it doesn't bother you that
Yeah,
they brought in
correct.
for long periods of time.
Yeah.
So, best horror villain of 1984 is the next category I have up.
Do you want to go first this time since I went first last time?
You ready for some controversy?
Yeah, sure, go for it. Shoot.
The Gremlins from Gremlins are my best horror villains of
Whoa.
1984.
Whoa. Mind blown. Okay. I mean, they are so amazing and so much fun and
They're
enjoyable.
an achievement.
They're
They
great.
legit an achievement. I think obviously I have Freddy Krueger as my runner-up. An iconic
Right.
horror villain. I don't think this is the best of Freddy for me.
Right.
Um, and I think the Gremlins are just like are exactly perfect right off the bat.
Sure.
I mean, even though I prefer the second movie more, I think they are fully realized perfect in
Right.
the first movie, and they are entertaining and creepy looking and hilarious. I love the Gremlins so much, and just incredible design, and you buy it, except for that one like terrible scene where they did like the claymation or whatever. But
I
otherwise,
still don't
it's
mind
perfect.
it.
Okay.
No, I get you, and they're so much fun. There's so much. They just want to cause trouble, right? And mess around. Like they are the
They're
epitome
doing
of
it for
like a
the fun of it.
Loki type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and they are so much fun. They're actually I put them third. I know it's weird, but I
No,
went
it's
Freddy
good. I'm
Krueger.
glad that we
I went Freddy Krueger.
have some
Yeah, I
differences.
just as much as yes, you're right. They're gonna continue on with this, but this is the mold. This is where it they're gonna build off so much from this movie, and there's so much that's already there in the first one. He is a horror icon, and this is his start. So it's for me, it's like, how do I not
He's
pick?
clearly the scariest villain that we have in this
Yes,
season. But
I agree.
I just, I think he gets better as he goes on,
He
and
does, but he's still
let Robert
fun in
Englund
this
do more.
movie. But
Oh
you're
yeah,
right. He doesn't go full on like we're going almost comedic with some of this stuff, and
right. Well, that
yeah,
doesn't happen until like part four, where he just goes
right,
full blown ridiculous.
right.
I think part three is the ultimate Freddy, in my opinion.
Fair
Um,
enough.
for that character, I don't know. I got to rewatch it still with my 4K
Yeah,
collection.
I
I
get it.
think that one's better than the
It's
first
not
one,
his
but
zenith, but I still feel like this is or apex mountain for him. Right. But I still feel like it's pretty
shout
much
out to the
like
Podfather.
right. This is again so much of what the genre will be. Um, is going to be him, right? And he's everywhere because of this movie. I mean, we've talked about how he pops up in like commercials and TV shows and all this kind of stuff. And it's kind of hard not to go against him. My runner up though was Jason. Um, so again, it was yes,
Yay!
very similar reasons on why it was kind of hard not to go with Jason. This is one of my favorite interpretations of the character. as you said before too. So it's kind of
It is
hard
my favorite. Yeah.
not to include it. Yes, it is like a more growls, but like not really emoting or anything like that. But it's still such an imposing kind of character archetype as well. So it was kind of hard to veer from those two. But don't get me wrong, I'm gonna give some love to Gremlins throughout other parts of this awards.
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah,
So then I have best horror action of 1984.
yeah.
You had told me that you were having a lot of trouble deciding this, so I'm dying to know where you ended up.
So hopefully I'm interpreting this correctly, right? Just overall, just action beats throughout a whole movie that I'm just vibing with the most.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
Gremlins.
No shit.
Yeah, that's where I went. I went
Really?
Gremlins. It's so much fun. Even when before they turn into the Gremlins and they're messing with Gizmo or hanging the dog up,
Oh
and
man.
then just periodically throughout the whole movie is just there's so much stuff throughout it that I don't even want to tiptoe because I'm probably going to come back to this again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Gosh, it's everything in the bar and the theater is just so much fun. Um, Seeing a lot of them get taken out over and over again in interesting different ways. There's more gremlins that die than people that die.
Yeah.
Um, Again, I'm trying not to dwell too much because I think I'm coming back to this movie one or two more times.
Okay.
Gosh, I love it. I just love it.
Okay. Who's your runner up?
I don't even have one.
Wow. See
This is
this
it.
that was probably the lowest rated category for me for that movie.
Wow.
So yeah, it did not make my number one or my number two there. My guy reigns
Yeah,
supreme.
there it is.
I mean,
That's fair. I think that's fair. I think it's
I
just most inventive different ways people to die um would be this movie.
yeah,
Uh
it is. I I've seen this movie. I don't know how many times.
yeah,
It's also the first movie I ever saw in the franchise. It made me fall in love with the franchise.
right.
It still like makes me go like, oh man, every
Yeah.
time. Like, God, that's good.
Yeah. And I'll revisit I think for at least one more award or so for this one as well. But you're right. There's just a lot of cool, fun, inventive deaths. I think visually appealing sometimes and just shots. It's kind of hard not to go Nightmare.
Nightmare's my runner up.
Yeah, because Nightmares just has such like, oh, that's so cool
Yeah,
of how that looks or whatever, you know.
there's style
Um,
to it.
yeah,
Invented this. I mean, it's just you
yeah,
never seen anything like that before.
yeah. And I think
And
we were talking about that last episode when we were talking about the movie. It's like this really feels like radically different than anything you've seen
mhm.
before or in this season. It's like a whole new ball game.
And once again, if you get a chance to see it in 4K, jump on it. It is
Yeah,
gorgeous transfer. It's never
I
looked
bet
better.
even better in the disc because I saw it 4K digital. But yeah, yeah.
I'm so glad that you come around to physical media superiority
No,
now.
I always knew physical was superior. My justification was it if it's an older movie though, I've always kind of like, I don't know if I want to shell out the more money for the physical disc, so I'll just end up getting it digitally for a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
But
I
for
get
certain
that.
movies that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the physical disc for that I want that as a physical copy. So there's certain movies I will go for that.
Yeah, like one
Price
I
has to be
have.
right.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's always key
Yeah.
to it. Like, for
Yeah, for
this
sure.
the our Universal Horror movie collection that I lent to you.
Yeah.
That's available in 4K now. Like, I don't need that in 4K. That's not getting
Right.
any better than it already is in Blu-ray.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
definitely a step up over like an old DVD. It's just like, yeah, those
Yeah.
things.
And that's like my biggest issue right now is I have a large DVD collection that I've dragged my feet to upgrade. And then I think for the first time it was the thing that I was like I already had it on Blu-ray and then I ended up getting on 4K and was like,
Yeah,
"Oh well."
yeah, brother. Sometimes it's just like I'm gonna keep buying it.
The price is good and I love the movie so
I had
much,
a
you know.
Jaws VHS, DVD,
Yeah.
Blu-ray, and now a 4K. I'm like, I'm just gonna
It's
keep
probably
buying
going to
this
be the
thing.
same. It's the same for
Yeah,
me for Jaws as well. So yeah, there's just certain movies you're going to end up doing it for.
yeah.
Yep.
All right. Another controversial one for me. Best horror supporting characters of 1984.
Let me get to it. Okay, yeah. Is this my one or yours? I don't remember.
I think this one's me.
Okay.
Because yeah, here, the villain, then yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep.
So you ready for my controversial winner?
I feel like I know what it's gonna be, but yeah, shoot, go for it.
What do you think it's going to be? Just out of
Is it gonna be
curiosity.
the Company of Wolves?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Well, all love to damn Angela
Lansbury?
Lansbury,
I thought
who I
maybe.
did
I thought
score very
Lansbury
high
would
for
get
this
you for.
category. No, I'm going with the Initiation.
I thought about that one. Okay.
Vera Miles and Clue Gallagher as just the parents. Just like, holy shit, my cup runneth
Yeah,
over and riches here.
for sure.
I loved Hunter Tylo playing Allison, the slutty friend. She was
Yep.
like, I was genuinely sad when she died. Poor Marcia, played by
Yeah.
Marilyn Kagan. I genuinely felt terrible for her, and then so happy for her when she got some happiness. And then, oh my God, when she died, I was like, no.
Her like
Uh,
screaming as she's pulled into the elevator and
yeah,
stuff. It's like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Megan the Maniac, played by Frances Peterson, an excellent side villain,
Right.
bully, whatever.
Bully,
Classic
yeah.
80s villain. And then all God, all the love to Ralph, the boner
The
Bonner.
boner.
Uh,
Yeah. That's
who
funny.
told us that he doesn't like a woman who's passive in bed? He likes a woman who's passive in bed, lets him
Right.
take control, none of that aggressive shit, moaning and groaning. He don't buy it. Uh,
He wants a dead fish,
comes
apparently.
out insincere.
Yeah.
Uh, he likes paper bags around his booze. It adds a touch of class, kind of a je ne sais quoi. And then post sex, he asks, "Tell me, was I as fantastic as I think I was?" She says she doesn't have a lot to compare it to, but she gives him about a 7. He says, "Inches?"
Boner.
My guy.
Yeah. I actually did think about that movie, but I didn't end up putting it there. Um, I went Gremlins again. Um,
Very rated high for me. Yeah.
yeah, just there's just a lot to put in this category with Kate and gosh, I feel like so many different Judge Reinhold in like a really small role. Like there's so many different actors that are just awesome
hmm
in this movie and they're really small parts, but they're like it really amps up and amplifies this movie how many different great actors are in all these different parts. So it's kind of hard not to go Gremlins. Um, but
Wasn't
I
my runner
actually
up
did
either.
my runner up was Angela Lansbury, believe it or not. I was just
No
like,
shit.
I did, yeah. So I
Oh,
thought it was funny, but it was kind of like, Lansbury, his grandma is just really
oh,
good in this
she's
movie.
incredible.
And then David Warner, right? Even a
hmm
real small bit. Like
Oh,
there's
you love
some
you some David Warner.
there's some
Almost Freddy
small
Krueger.
almost Freddy, yeah. There's some small bits in that movie that was kind of fun. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna give this movie any other kind of nod. And so I'll give it a runner up in supporting characters. But there was a few, but yeah, I thought Gremlins had just the most plethora of plethora? Um just the most amount of different kind of characters.
Um, my runner up was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
Uh, you know, sure, Johnny Depp was a talent. He was very good and likable in this movie. I
Mm-hmm.
loved Tina, and it's
What's his
hard
name
for me.
from Wildcats?
Yep, yep.
And the dad.
Well, that's the thing. It's tough to pick
Yeah,
against my guy John Saxon, who
I
I
get that.
love John Saxon.
I get it.
He's been like, I know you've seen him in Enter the Dragon, but like up
Yeah.
and then we saw him in Black Christmas and
Black
Brother
Christmas.
Spookies, but also like I've seen a bunch of Italian horror movies where he's fantastic in there too. He's just always very like he's got a natural charm to him. And even when he's playing kind of a dick, he's like, I still kind of like this guy.
He's
I
got this
just
look to him that just works. Yeah.
it really does. His
Yeah.
ageless look to him, where like I'm never sure exactly how old he's supposed to be. He's
Yeah,
got
he's got this
this
weird
youthful look
ability
to
to
him.
have some seriousness, but some weird levity to some of the stuff he delivers too. Like
hmm
some humor to some of the things he pulls off, like a dry
It's the New
humor.
York in him, I think.
Yeah, it just works
Yeah.
in almost everything I've seen him do. Yeah.
All
I get
right.
it. That's fair.
So easiest category probably since we have that ranking system, but best horror movie of 1984.
Yeah, it's A Nightmare on Elm
Yeah,
Street. Yeah,
agreed.
yeah. Again, as we kind of already intimated, there's just nothing else like it. It sets a new bar. It's just so visually different than anything you see. Like I feel like this is the most like yes, obviously there's some things in here that are dated, but at the same time, just it's just the style and the way things look. I'm like a lot of this holds up.
Mm.
Just looks so cool. And then like when you watch some of these other movies, they look like they're from completely different eras, like different decades.
Yeah, and
Um,
even though I didn't like, I only had it winning one category. It was the runner-up in like every category for me because it's like
yeah,
it's right there. It is an amazing movie.
it is an amazing movie. Yeah, and gosh, so there's so many visuals that are just iconic
Hmm.
from this movie, and I feel like there was one conversation I was having with a coworker about the series of Nightmare, and he brought up a couple of different things. I'm like, yeah, that was the first one, and he's like, and then this, and I'm like, yep, that was the first one. It was like one of those things. Like, don't go wrong. There's a lot of great other stuff from the sequels, but a lot of things you brought up that you're remembering was actually all one.
Mm,
Yeah.
like the hearing aid, right, Tim?
Gosh, I love the hearing aid. You know I do. It's
I
so
do.
funny. It's
Um, my runner-up,
yeah.
I
I
can't.
think yeah.
I love my
I
boy.
I'll talk about it more, but that's gonna come up later. But yeah, I
Uh,
get what you're saying.
yeah, I just it's perfect. It's the perfect Friday 13th movie. And yeah, it's entertaining. I've watched it a bajillion times. Yeah, I don't need to talk about it anymore. But yeah, it's
It's really good.
it
It's
came
really good.
close. Who I think is your runner-up. But
Yeah.
I had to go with my heart.
Yeah. I my runner up was Gremlins.
Yeah.
Um and I think this is I'm stepping I don't want to step on the another category because this is where I feel like
Okay,
another
then we could
category
just move
pops
on.
up. So let's move on. Yeah.
All right. Um, then most memorable horror action sequence.
Uh is this me again?
No, this is me.
Okay.
Uh, I wrote down Tina's final nightmare in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hmm. Okay. That's
So like
fair.
rocks the window, goes outside, extendo arms, starts slicing off his fingers, and then finally invisible like pulling her up
And the
off the
ceiling and all
ceiling. And
that
yeah,
and falls back down and yeah, it's pretty awesome and memorable.
yeah.
That's my runner up.
Okay, I didn't do runner up for this one. I just that was the only
Oh,
one I could
really?
think of. I struggled. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, actually, I was kind of like, I almost like, do I put the Glenn death because that's so iconic too?
thought about it.
Um, yeah, but then you get into this like, oh, there's so many iconic things. We could do bathtub and just the visuals, right, is alone, right? But I ended up going with just start to finish what I probably had the most fun with. And that ended up being Gremlins and Billy's mom taking out the Gremlins
Oh, okay. All right.
is was my pick. Like
I thought it was gonna be like
just
the montage of like, going through the town when like the sheriff is freaking out and everything like that.
great, but I
Yeah.
just think start to finish, the mom taking out all these gremlins,
Hmm.
and how many fun ways she ends up killing a lot of them,
True.
is just so much fun.
Yeah.
And of course Billy has to come in to rescue at the end as the tree and the gremlin falls and choking her out, right? And comes in and like it's from a start to finish sequence, like, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so much fun.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Best kill. This one's you
And this
first.
was mine.
Yeah.
This is Friday 13th. This is the bone saw with the neck
Hmm.
snapping all the way around.
Hmm.
That is such a oh, just a moment that just I don't know if you top it. Like it's so good. I think the again Friday has the most like just fun, inventive deaths out
Hmm.
of the whole thing, as much as maybe Nightmare's got some of the visuals, but this one's just got like just kills wise. You're like, oh my God. Like, and that one I think takes the cake, and it happens really early on.
It's the first kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, probably controversial again. I
Uh-oh.
didn't pick from either any of the top movies here.
Wow.
The one that stuck with me the most, the one that I
Yeah.
love to death, Denise in Silent Night, Deadly Night, getting impaled on the mounted deer antler.
Okay, that's fair.
I love that so much.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a good one. I actually
Punish.
did not even put a runner up for this one, so
Hmm.
I'm cool with that being a runner up. Like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, I technically did do because the next category here is toughest call, and my toughest
Yeah,
call was best kill. Like that,
yeah,
it was really like, oh man. But I was just thinking about like, man, the one that like definitely just gets my goat the most though is just like that slow, like, oh shit, no,
yeah.
no, no, and push through the antlers. It's great.
Yeah, I guess for me it was
See the
like right.
skin start to pop
Not
through.
only
I
do you
love
see
that.
the bone saw on the neck, you're like, man, and then all of a sudden the neck snaps too, and you're like, whoa, okay, like
Yeah, yeah.
double dose,
Well,
like
the one that was the toughest call was for Friday the 13th. I just like the exact one you're talking about, go
yeah,
through the head and flip around, and then Jason's head sliding down the machete at the end of the movie. I was like, oh,
yeah,
both of these are like so good.
yep. That's
And
a hard one.
Johnny Depp getting swallowed into his bed and the blood
Yeah,
geyser is just like that's a heck of a scene. It's very memorable.
yeah,
There
I,
was also a bunch of tough calls for the runner-up for best hero, but
yeah.
once again, I had to go with my heart again and pick Billy. Gizmo is just so iconic. I was like, he's got to push it over.
My issue, my toughest call was definitely just like Gremlins in general and where to place it.
Hmm.
And where it ended up falling in runner up things because it was just like because I'm looking at my rankings, I'm like, really, I put Gremlins as two, and then I'm like, but I do love it so much. And so it was like that was my struggle, and then I was like, it was like going through these awards and being like, I just got yes, it's two. It deserves to be two for what I love, and so that was my tough like my I kept wrangling around it like. I had to like talk myself out of Gremlins
Hmm.
being in two and being in some of these awards, and I had to like suck it up and stop it and own it, and so that was the toughest thing I went through going through it.
Mm. So your favorite first time watch from the season?
Um, so my list is always out of order from yours, so now I have to scroll to find where I put that. Sorry. Oh yeah. All right. So I have this. I kind of didn't pick one. I have my runners up, and I didn't decide between the two yet.
Oh, I'm on the
Um,
edge of my seat. Which one did you pick?
I think I'm gonna go with the initiation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
So,
guy.
yeah, I think the initiation was it was pretty fun.
Yeah, man.
There's some good characters, some pretty okay deaths that are pretty all right, you know. I mean, it's not going to win awards for its deaths, but there's some cool ones, you know.
A
So,
little too much reliance on the garden implement there.
yeah, especially early on. Like it gets more inventive with some of its kills in the ending part of the movie, but like the first half not great, but and good solid hero and stuff like that. Like I kind of dug it story wise and everything. Like it ended up going pretty high in our rankings in general, so it's kind of hard not to go with the initiation.
It was
But
also
my
mine. But what was your runner-up? So I'm curious. You see a
Razorback,
lot. Yeah, Razorback.
Razorback was the runner up. It's a gorgeous movie.
Yeah, man.
It's really, really pretty. It definitely has some issues,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
it's an all right movie. It's an all
Yeah, it
right
is.
movie, and again, like some visual. I think visuals wise, this comes the closest to like where Nightmare, you're like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Where I'm like, the only thing that comes close to that, just
Hmm.
like breathtaking shots and gorgeous visuals, is Razorback
Mm.
where you're like, oh, that's a cool shot. You know what I mean? I think that's the only thing that does it. So that's why that was my runner up, and I had a tough debate there with myself. But then in the end, yeah, I went initiation.
I'm gonna hold back on my runner-up because I have it in a different category coming up in a minute.
Fair enough.
So what do you think was missing from
Wait, what was your
1984?
pick? Did you have the same?
I had the same. Yeah, Initiation
Okay.
was my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, easily. So what do you think was missing from 1984? For me,
Yeah.
there were just too many goddamn Christmas horror movies this season. Would have liked
Yeah.
the Haunted House Ghost Story.
That's what I
Uh,
said. That was
yeah,
the issue.
it's just slashers galore, and I'm like,
A
all right,
lot of
guys,
slashers.
yeah, and only
Yeah.
some of them were good.
Yeah, you can get like some of them like and then there's I guess there's a couple monsters and then
Yeah.
you know very pseudo not really supernatural. So yeah, there was nothing really ghosty, nothing's like that kind of stuff and yeah, that was the bummer that's missing without a doubt.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Best remake potential.
This was kind of a tough call for me.
Oh, it was easy for me, but go on.
Because I feel like this movie's not good.
That's
Okay,
good.
it's
All right, we
it's
might be on
not a
the same
good
page now.
movie at all, but I feel like you could do something cool with it, which is don't open till Christmas.
Oh no!
Sorry, that's
You
where I
blew
went.
it!
You blew it.
You picked another damn
Oh,
Christmas
Stallone.
movie. God damn it.
I know, but I
Yeah,
think it has some interesting ideas that you could really have fun with. I'm sorry, where'd you go?
Scream for Help,
Scream for help.
which is also my runner-up for favorite first-time watch. Scream for Help has the potential to be either a much better horror movie or a much better comedy. It's like it's right there on the edge.
Okay.
Instead, it just came out like bad, but funny bad.
Yeah. Um, I guess I don't know. I
It
guess
just did not
I
vibe with me as much as Scream for Help as I did.
no, not really. I mean, on one hand, you're not exactly wrong, like because
Thank you.
the whole end sequence of the movie
Oh yeah.
is a lot of fun, and like that was what was memorable to me was that ending part. But to me, at the same time, I was like, I feel like I got movies somewhat like that already, you know, maybe not exactly, but like the kind of being stuck in a house with a whole people trying to kill you kind of thing. I feel
Right.
like I've kind of seen some similar vibes, so I didn't feel as necessarily needing that to be remade. Um, as much as that movie is not very good, that end part is fun. Um,
I think
I
the movie
just
is fun, but just like unintentionally so.
yeah, I mean, I would
Maybe. I
say
don't
like
know.
the ending part was just like this is fun. I like everything here, and then the rest of it is like this is just bad fun. You know what I mean? It's like mashed together.
Yeah.
Where I just feel like Don't Open to Christmas is it's all not very good, but I feel like
It is all bad.
yeah, but I feel like I could see like there's something here that you could have made this good,
Mm.
although none of it ended up being in the original movie. You know what I mean? Like I just think the whole serial killer type thing with killing Santas and all that kind of stuff, or people tied to Christmas was just some interesting ideas, especially how it was happening over a period of time. It's happening all over the place. You there is a slightly whodunit, even though again, all bad. But like I just feel like there's ways you could have made that interesting or good. I don't know.
Mm. Mm. I just, you know what it is? I think it's like the saturation of Christmas.
That's
So
fair.
I'm just like,
Yeah,
I just, no, I don't think I would want to see another Christmas horror movie for like a decade now. I need to take a long break.
that's fair. I
Um,
still need to watch Krampus. Never got around to it.
that one's fun.
Yeah.
That's more in the vein of like Gremlins. Fun. I think you'll
Yeah.
enjoy that. Biggest difference between horror movies of 1984 and today. A lot more slashers, a lot more
Yeah.
nudity, and a lot less money in 1984.
Another thing I was gonna say is 84 really loved college kids and college students, and there's a lot of horror surrounded by that archetype of college. Like almost all of these movies are either tied to college kids being in the midst of something, or we're even out of college. Like,
Yeah, I think we always want to stick around with that age because then it's appropriate. The nudity
for the
isn't
nudity and all that kind of
inappropriate.
stuff.
Yeah, because they want to have the nudity. So,
Sure. So I guess it's kind of tied and related, but you definitely don't get as many horror movies that are like tied to college age kids as much nowadays. Like I don't think you see that as much.
yeah, because we don't do nudity anymore, so they don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's just interesting. I don't know.
no, I don't know. I didn't see the I Know What You Did Last Summer remake. I'm just assuming they were all in college.
Did not either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The reviews kind of like okay, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll get to it eventually when it's streaming for free. Yeah. So that's all the categories.
Did we? I had a best jump scare one. Did we not have that one?
I didn't have it. Did you think there was a good jump scare in this season?
Not really. I struggled with this one when I had it in my category list for whatever reason. I really struggled. Nothing really made me jump. I think the best thing that maybe could come close is the corkscrew in Friday the 13th and then cleaver to the face because it's really just like, hey, where's the corkscrew? And then boom, boom. It's just like, whoa, okay. You know what I
I
mean?
like that you
Like,
did the Crispin Glover head. Where's the corkscrew?
right, exactly. I feel like it's really quick from that to immediately that kind of thing. That I was like, I
Hmm.
guess that counts. So that was pretty cool. But otherwise, like I was like struggling to think of a really good one because yeah, there wasn't really any good
I don't
jump
know.
scares.
Probably like Freddy jumping behind Tina in the
Yeah,
beginning. That's probably the closest one I can come up with. But
fair enough.
do you have anything else?
No, that was the only one that I was like, I'm not sure we talked about this. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, I don't know, pretty good season.
So what was
It,
the biggest difference between my list and your list this season?
let's see, biggest difference. I feel like a lot of our stuff is pretty close, like within 1 to 2 spots.
It's probably Don't Open
Uh,
Till Christmas, which you liked more than me.
yeah, your Don't Open Christmas was yeah pretty close to the bottom, second to last, and mine was, I mean, not
Oh,
high.
and Bloodsuckers. I think that was like kind of
Oh,
flipped those
you
two.
you liked Bloodsuckers more than I did. Yeah, you
I
had a
appreciated
easier
it.
time
Yeah.
with its stupidity, and I had a harder time with it. Um, so who knows? I mean, that could have been like that's always sometimes where I feel like sometimes there's movies where you kind of have to be down and game for it and in the right mindset, and maybe I wasn't in the right mindset to appreciate the awful idiocy of it, or bad, and so I had a hard time with it. So you're probably right. Those are probably the two that
I'm
kind of
just
stand
I'm
out.
just noticing on this list that you have a error, a typo.
What
You
I
have
do?
us both giving Boggy Creek a score of 15. And Dylan's at the bottom.
Oh, whoops. So I probably copy and paste that one. Definitely should not be a 15. Um, whoops.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I had for Boggy Creek.
I don't know either, but it's not 15. So I'm just gonna erase the 15 points and I don't know.
It must have been 5.5.
Probably it probably was tied and I just yeah. Because I think we both have the next place movie the same score.
Yeah.
Um oh yeah. So anyway, I don't want to go through the whole list, but I mean
I'm
our
proud of you.
tops is we both agree that it's Nightmares number
Actually, I gave
one.
Boggy Creek a 6.
Wow. That's terrible. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
We both agree new A Nightmare on Elm Street is the best movie this season. We just swap whether I think Gremlins is 2 and you think Fridays 2 and vice versa or whatever like that. And we both agree on Toxic Avenger. And
I'm
then
sorry I didn't get to shout that out much more.
yeah, there
I
was a
really liked that
couple
movie. It was a
of
lot of fun.
best kills that I was almost questioning with doing that, and I think I even put a third runner up for Hero, and I ended up putting Toxie as the third.
Oh,
So I did have that there, but yeah, sometimes I forgot to do my third runner ups. And then we do have a swap of Initiation and Razorback, but we're right there. Kind of same thing with some of these movies where it's just I have one up slightly higher than the other one, but they're right next to each other. So that's basically most of it throughout the whole list. And then our bottom list, we both agree that Shadowrun's Black is the worst.
yeah, that's a piece of shit.
Yeah, and then
Irredeemable piece of shit.
I'm amazed right now that Splatter University did as well as it did. I mean, arguably that might be needing to be slightly lower. That was pretty bad.
How about Disconnected being up as high as it is?
Disconnected, yeah, that was a pretty bad movie too. It was just such a weird movie. Like it
Yeah.
was it was like hard to like completely knock it because it was like I don't know. There's some trippy stuff going on in this movie, and yeah. So definitely a weird one, but yeah, I don't think it's anything too crazy ranking wise. So um, entertaining. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a good season.
I thought
Can't
so.
complain. Yeah, and
Lived
so
up to the hype.
yeah, and we'll have we'll have a one last spooky one that we're gonna have up, and then we're gonna be taking a break from horror for a little while. And we're gonna move on to new genres, and we'll have a new episode up
Should we,
shortly to tell you about that, right? Or do you want to go into it? I don't
should we
know.
just tell them what it's going to be, and then because like next episode will be the draft.
Yeah, sure.
Doing things
You're
a little
right. Good
differently
point.
this
Yeah,
next season.
we're gonna change things up slightly. We're doing romantic comedies of the 1990s.
Taking up a whole decade this time.
Yeah, we're not doing a single year. We're doing a whole decade, and there's going to be a draft. And so there's going to be some things that'll probably make people upset because there's certain categories within the draft. And so you had to make certain picks within certain categories. And I'm sure there's going to be some people like, how the heck did you not pick this, or did you go with that or that? But it's fun. It was a fun time. We actually recorded that one already. So we had a good time with that one.
And
And
this season we'll have a little bit of a competition. We're gonna have a agreed upon score,
yeah,
and whoever's t drafted team has the higher score wins the season. We haven't figured out what that bet is going to be yet.
yeah.
I have an idea that I have to run by you.
Yes, please do. I don't know if I'm gonna agree to anything right now. Um, but yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I kind of like the slightly different format, and we did one other season in comedy, but I think I like this like changing it up, and it keeps us to the number of episodes we like to do in a season. So
hmm
I think it was a good change. I like
Yeah,
it.
it'll be fun. All
Yeah, man.
right, got anything else?
That's it, man. That's all I got.
All right, that is it for us. Please show your support for the podcast by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or wherever you happen to listen to the show. Also, sharing is caring. Be sure to follow us on social media to get the latest show updates. You can contact us by emailing at filmbrochamp@gmail.com or find us by searching for the hashtag FilmBroChamp. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Bros Championship Podcast. Peace out.
See ya.